Es la vida. I don't like when it's like that. Oh fuck! I forget this. I forget that the whole thing gets recorded because I'm going on live on. Yeah, much better. I don't like when it's laggy. Do. Well, teach. What do you teach? I never. Fuck. Okay, well then, basic nutrition. Right. I'll break down some concepts that most people don't really know. It's 38. I gotta leave by 12, which is fucking crazy. Cocoa bananas. How are you, beautiful people? Grand Rising. Yeah, Grand Rising. Buenos dias. Fucking coffee. Grand Rising, everybody. Grand Rising. Hello, YouTube. Hello, TikTok. Yeah, we're gonna cook. Yeah. Grand Rising, beautiful people. Grand Rising. He's right there. He doesn't go very far. What do you put in your fucking coffee? I put oat milk in my coffee. Leaky. Grand Rising, everybody. Yeah, who the fuck is this guy? The motherfucker you want. Grand Rising. Grand Rising. Buenos dias. Yeah, eat, teach. Go from there. Here is pecan today. We have huevitos. We have eggs. And we have egg whites. Yeah, we fucking do have egg whites. We got everything we need. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Grand Rising. How are we doing today? Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning, YouTube. Say hi. If you're here, say hi. Don't be fucking shy. We're gonna make quick breakfast and then we're gonna run into lessons. Lessons. What am I showing you? It's just consistency. That's the key. To show you guys a level of consistency. You can do it. Does it look difficult? No, it's fucking difficult. Alright? It's just about having the natural fucking plan, dude. I'm here for the whiteboard. Of course, bro. Can I see your dog? Yeah, you can. Hello, Rebecca. Bring it, Leon. There he is. But you know what? Interesting though, bro. Let me look at this thing, right? Yeah, but what are you struggling with, bro? Look like you're in great shape, bro. Right? Whiteboards are really effective when we understand what you're struggling with. That way I can teach you the best thing I can teach you. Hello, beautiful people. I like this next song. It's called. Grand Rising, everybody. Good morning. How was that? Give me one win from this weekend. Just give me one win from this weekend. Did you stay sober? Did you work out? Give me just one win. 4 pounds, 6 days. Fuck yeah. I told you. Anywhere between 2 to 5 pounds within 1 week. Good morning, Christine. Any tips on consistency? I give you a lot of tips on consistency. I've been working out for 19 years, bro. I never stopped working out, right? So I couldn't help us out. Yeah, of course. What do you need? What are you struggling with the most? That's the thing. The consistency, brother. You got to have, number one, I would say you got to have a vision. You have to know, when I first started working out, I had a vision. My vision was just to get a girlfriend. Okay? When I first started working out, my vision was to have a girlfriend. And then I asked my buddy, the first thing is having a vision. Number two is having some sort of plan. I asked a buddy of mine to teach me how to work out. We had a cute girlfriend. Then he taught me how to work out. After that, I had a 90-day calendar, a 90-day game plan. And within the first month and a half, I got results. So within 90 days, I got results. So the results motivated me. Once I got results, people started treating me differently. I was finally able to have better conversation with girls. So the key to consistency is really, number one, having a vision. What is it that you really, really want? knowing what that looks like. Number 2, having some sort of guidance or a plan. And then number 3 is just reaping the rewards of actually staying consistent with it, right? Can a person lose in a month and be healthy? Everyone's different, right? But you shouldn't think about it that way because then you're never going to fucking be able to lose weight, right? The goal is not to lose weight. The goal is to keep the weight off. Anybody can lose weight. Everyone's lost weight. You've lost weight. I've lost weight. But the hard thing is keeping it off. That's where all the magic happens. You know they say the magic happens in the bedroom? The magic happens when you understand macros. Right? You can do it 2 ways. Either you can do it yourself or you hire somebody to help you out. It's just like fixing your car. You can do it yourself or you can hire a mechanic to be in the same environment change, but it's not impossible. Yeah, it's not impossible. It's 100% possible to stay in the same environment change with guidance. Case of water for the stairs at home, Stairmaster. Couldn't make it to the gym, so I made it. Good job. Like, see, I feel like I know you. I feel like we talked before. Have I? Yeah. No. Like sexy. I do wear shirts. Oh, you do wear. Yeah, I do wear shirts. Yeah. I dropped a kid on my foot, bro. It's swollen so bad. I've dropped weights. Dude, I've dropped the weight on my big toe. I've had to fucking take out the nail. I don't fucking really know about politics, brother. Let me do this shit. We got some pecan today. That was nice. Watch out. Every man needs in their home. Bro, what are some things every man needs in their home? I mean, dude, a man just needs a fucking couch. Depends. You know? No, get out of here, Rihanna. Maybe you should take yours off. I don't know, bro. It all depends, bro. Like, I really don't have much in my apartment, right? Just because it's not my home. Yeah. To self-improve, motherfucker, you need to work out, right? You don't need stuff at your house to improve. You just need to do certain things. And for years, bro, I pop into chat here and there. Yeah, I figured you look familiar. Let's say for self-improve. Yeah, brother. I mean, you got to work out, read books. Books, working out. It's more about what not to have. Don't have alcohol in your house. Don't have shitty-ass food in your house. Think about it. All those things. It's not gonna make you better, right? Think about it. It's not about what you should have. It's about what you shouldn't have. Any electronics for your desk? Electronics? Not really. Yeah, not really. I need help. I go out with a girl that I've been messing with for months. The fact is, I had surgery last month to be out of shape. Should I still go out with her in the next couple of days, or until I be in shape? Bro, start getting back in shape, bro. Just start getting back in shape. It might motivate you to fucking get back in better shape if she sees you and she says nothing. You know? Just take it, but truth be told, what you spend money on. But I mean, here's the truth, bro. Always invest money back in yourself, bro. You gotta invest back to your health. I've invested so much money into mentors. I've invested money into people. I was just talking to one of my people in my community. The link is in the bio. I was talking to him. I'm like, bro, I've invested like $75,000 into myself the last 11 years. Like, I've put in $75,000 into the coaches and mentors, people to teach me how to run a business. People taught me more about macros. People taught me more about God, more about discipline, you know? Good morning, Jacqueline. I don't know if I said it right. So 8 months. So 8 months? No, bro. Just go see her if you like her. I mean, just keep getting back in shape, bro. Fuck, let me make these eggs. I realize you had your hand. Yeah. Good morning. How are you? How are you doing? How are you? This weekend's been fucking interesting. I ate like shit. I ate like dog shit. I didn't eat like dog shit this weekend, but I ate pretty shitty this weekend. Now I'm not really happy with it. Yeah, I'm not the happiest. I ate so many empanadas. I still have some. What is it? I ate so many empanadas this weekend. It's fucking crazy cocoa bananas. I had 2 of these thingies. What else did I eat this weekend? At least I didn't eat no fucking gas station hot dog. My friend was in town, shit like that, so I had a steak yesterday. Yeah. Send them over. Also, use on. Yeah, unhealthy lifestyle shows up in your body. 100%. Yeah, I just read it. Yeah, I don't, and I'm not used to like that. My friend came into town, but no, I didn't drink or I didn't smoke weed. It was tempting to smoke some weed. We were on the boat. We went on the boat, and everyone was smoking and drinking. I was doing fucking push-ups. If I had my phone, if I had my other phone, I'd show you. I was doing push-ups on the fucking boat. I was like, fuck this shit. If all you guys are smoking and drinking, I'm going to do some push-ups. And so I just did push-ups on the boat. I did at least 150 push-ups. At least. I was cranking them out by 25. I was like, come on. And they joined me. All right, somebody quit president to buy a home. Dumb. I was like, aliens and real cop. Brother, you don't really need much, depending on where you're at. You feel me? You don't need much. You need more like a plan. Right? You need more like 30 days cigarettes free to 90 days. Good job, brother. Yeah, I didn't think that's much serious this time. I'm like, fuck yeah, what else am I going to fucking do? I actually want to get the video. Here. YouTube, give me a second. Give me a second, YouTube. Just so I can fucking actually prove to you guys that I fucking did this shit. Give me 1 second. Starting those ones, yeah. Fuck. Hold on, I gotta answer all these questions. You aren't just enough. I remember you talking about it. If you have fun with a girl, that's what matters, right? But how do you know if the girl is actually attracted to you rather than she just wants attention? Mother, if she wasn't attracted to you, she wouldn't be spending time with you. I'm a stoner with no cars or gym is out the way. Then, brother, go on my YouTube and look up a lot of body weight exercises. What do you eat in your 30s to gain muscle, or can you gain in your 30s? Motherfucker, what I ate in my 30s, same thing I ate in my 20s. Oh, shit. Hold on. Let me show you this video. This is literally me in this fucking boat. We're out in the fucking ocean. And I'm fucking knocking out these fucking push-ups. Just knocking out these push-ups. I was like, I don't give a fuck, dude. I will fucking do these push-ups. You mean no one that is attracted to you would get laid with you, in your opinion? Yeah, like, if they're hanging out with you, like, they're hanging out with you because they like you. Like, they're not going to hang out with you if they don't like you. Or just because you had a little sugar? So you're going to work out harder? No, I'm not going to work out harder. No. Like, if I ate shitty, like, this weekend, it doesn't mean I'm going to work out harder. It just means just get back on track with my diet. My workouts are still the same. I'm not going to try to burn everything off. Like, I'm still in fucking great shape. I still have fucking this. Like, do you see what I'm saying? Like, I can still have my six-pack even after I ate fucking shitty this weekend. It's because I have so many hours into it. But you can't afford to, if you're out of shape, you can't afford to eat that. You can't afford it. I can't. But still, I don't want to. First step in starting a workout gym. Christine, let me ask you a question. How long have you been doing the start, stop thing? That's the real question. Do genetics matter? Yes, to a degree, but only in competitiveness. Like, genetics matter in competitiveness. But I have positive thyroid antibodies, bro. Is there anything you recommend for my weight gain system? What do you mean your weight gain system? What's going on with you? I love this fucking I work at total gym. Okay, cool. So then how much weight are you trying to lose, Christine? And like, that's the thing. Like, how much weight are you trying to lose? Let me make these fucking things. Cute, Bobby. And eggs. But I'm like, yo, with my protein. That's my biggest concern all the time. I'll put it up there, actually. Yeah. I'll start putting it up there so we can have that. What am I going to have for carbs? What are we going to have for carbs, Bobby? We don't really need much. We're going to have bacon. We can just have a banana. Banana, I don't really want that many, honestly. Yeah, I just have a banana. I'll have banana, I have bacon, shit like that. Here's some eggs. Yeah, big pickleball this weekend. I didn't get that much sleep either. It fucking sucked yesterday. Yeah. about 80 pounds in about 2 months. That's not gonna happen, Christine. I don't know why you're waiting so long. I'm gonna come back when you're bye. Ciao. But I'm just getting out for it tonight. See, and September possibly having a thyroid disease. Brother, I don't know how old you are, bro. That's out of my jurisdiction, if I'm gonna be honest with you. All right, 80 pounds. That's crazy. 80 pounds. I mean, it's not crazy. It's just like 2 months. It's not gonna happen unless you cut off your arm. That weighs a lot. You don't have a lot of muscle. 80 pounds? No, I might have a lot of muscle. No. Women, bro, they're an absolute disgrace. Be on your own. Bro, that's a horrible fucking mindset. Women are not a disgrace. Women are one of God's most fucking beautiful creatures in this world. What's up, brother? Shout out from Florida. Yeah, of course. I always say women are unique. I say women are a blessing. Men are dumb. Yeah, I think men are dumb. Because I've done some dumb shit. I can speak for myself. Yeah. Women are great. I've only had like one, I would say one bad woman. Yeah, you're right. 80's a little drastic. Yeah, but like, that's the thing, Christine. Like, have you ever reached out for help other than obviously asking me right now, right? Like, if you have a lot of weight to lose and you haven't been able to lose it, there's nothing wrong with asking for help. Are both unique. We must look inside and bring out our greatest qualities. I like this guy. Absolutely. One arm to cut off the other that hurt too much. Yeah, it's worth looking into, right? It's worth looking into because there's people that are really professionals like myself who help people do this every single day, right? One of my clients, she lost like 4 pounds in 1 week. She looks great. It's just support. Why do you think I come on here? I don't come on here just to fucking spread joy. I come here to give people solutions and market myself like I am a coach. What makes me a great coach is I'll come on here and I'll give you value. I'll give you positivity. I'll give you inspiration. I'll give you wisdom. And if you work with me, it's just more personalized. It's a personalized approach. Right? I come here and talk a lot about like mindset. Expensive. He is expensive. Come. Very expensive. Do they weigh in or once a week? Once a week. Grand Rising, everybody. Yeah. Others are more expensive than Alex. 100%. And owns you. He says, all right, Leon, front center. Thank you. I own him. He's like a girl sometimes. He wants me to look at him in the eyes when I give him a command. He's fucking egg. Spec eyes of him at the store. I haven't. Yeah, you can look in my eyes and give me. No, get out of here, Robert. Jeez. Leon, don't be starting. Grand Rising. How the fuck did you hear that? You fucking heard that. That's fucking crazy. You wild. Y'all are wild. All right, let me put some fish away. I heard you read it out loud. Damn, that's crazy. Sometimes I feel like I'm reading underneath my breath. Yeah, eggs. Maybe a little bit of rice. I had some guests over this weekend. Yeah. Well, a little bit of rice. A little bit of Ross. Just a little bit. Nothing crazy, cocoa bananas. Just a little bit of Grand Rising. What the fuck? Did you shave your beard? Did you shave your head? No, bro. I have fucking hair. I shaved my beard. It was getting too long. Finally wearing clothes. Hey, g'day. What's good, bro? What's up, TJ? Why do you people want me to wear clothes? People like me with clothes. People like me without clothes. They're like, we don't like when you're fucking naked. We don't like you when you're funny on it, right? Grand Rising. Are you in Gainesville now? TJ, I've been in Gainesville. I've been in Gainesville now from there. Why is that? Why is it so fat though? Jeez. Tony, Tony, Tony seasoning, baby. Tony seasoning. Tony seasoning, baby. I'm upgraded from the rice spoon. I like the rice spoon. Grand Rising. No. Tony seasoning. And then we'll have some strips of pecan. Some strips of pecan. And then we're going to strips of pecan. Oh, I might start that. Hello. We're not here for a fashion show, but your knowledge. No offense taken. Great morning to you. I like Gio already. Gio, I like you. Great morning to you. I like that. No more Grand Rising. Great morning to you. Well, everyone's here for a little different reasons, right? We're here for different reasons. Oh, good morning, everybody. If you're watching me on TikTok, hello. Say hi if you're new here, and means do your planned workout. I think Grand Rising. I don't know if it does. Good morning, though. What are you making me, boy? What's up, bro? We're making some eggs and some turkey bacon. It's a little different today. Today's breakfast is a little different, actually. We have 4 whole eggs, 180 grams of egg whites. We have, I would say, about maybe like 75 grams of rice. We're gonna have what else? 4 strips of turkey bacon. What's AFMF? It's MIA, brother. It's Miami. What's better for chest, dumbbells or barbell? I don't know. I like barbell. Turkey bacon's so good. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, so we're just making a hell amount of fucking protein, some carbs and fats. You know, our morning breakfast. It's not always like this. Today's a little mixed. We mixed it up a little bit today. I have some turkey bacon from this weekend. I made some turkey bacon for my friends. Actually, no, I didn't. I made it for myself. Either way, we're getting it in. Yeah. Do you do 4 meals? Yeah, 3 to 4 meals. Sometimes only 3. How are y'all guys doing? RJ, we're doing great. How are you doing, brother? How are you doing? That's what matters the most. Fuck me, dude. How are you doing? Look on. How many strips did I give you? Want this one? Here. Suavecito. Tune in. Good boy. Good boy. Ow. Habla. Habla. What do you really want to do? 20 minutes. Leon. He's 5 years old. Saludos, chaperro, Q. Buenos días, Tomino. Good morning. He's a big boy. He's pretty tall. He looks just like my Dobie. Yeah, all Dobies look kind of the same. Did you watch Strickland Comes Out? I didn't watch it, but I'm glad he won. Yeah, I'm glad he won. He did good. Good morning. Happy Monday to y'all. Motherfucking Buck Fuddy. How are you? I know you don't love me. I love you. Brown, 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 brown. Black tank top now. It's Grand Rising. Grand Rising. All right, so we have this. Your mic reminds me of. I reset my. That's funny as shit. Done. That's done. Bring his water as well. Yes. Yeah, vegetables, fish, fruit, nuts. Yeah, it's not bad, but if you overdo those, then you'll fucking not really look the way you want to look. That's what people forget. Like, just because you drive doesn't mean you're going to get to your destination. And I'll talk about that today. Like eating healthy versus eating for a goal. Boom. Boom. Eating healthy, eating for a goal. At least for now, I almost eat healthy. Grand Rising. Grand Rising, beautiful people. Hola, sir. How do I fucking? Why is it like that? Good morning. Buenos dias. Buenos dias, Grand Rising. All right, I'm gonna eat this, and then we're gonna talk more about nutrition. Yeah, I really want to go over nutrition. Kind of go over a little bit what happened this weekend. All right, so this is our breakfast. All right, we have 4 strips of turkey bacon. We have 4 whole eggs. We have 187, 90 grams, 190 grams of egg whites. And we have about like 75 grams of just regular rice. And we have coffee. Yeah. What are the macros? I don't know. I can tell you. Oh. How's everyone's weekend? How's your weekend? How's your weekend? What did you learn this weekend? What mistake did you make again? Any great questions? That's how we really improve in our lives, by asking certain questions. I love questions. Questions are interesting. Yeah. Where are you? East Coast? Am I on the East Coast? I think I'm on the East Coast. Yeah, I'm on the East Coast. I live in Florida. Yeah, I live in Florida. Yeah. I don't know. And egg whites with 1 egg, 4 whole eggs. 4 whole eggs. Why it's so bright there? It's starting to get light in Idaho. Idaho, yeah. It's 9 o'clock in the morning. Your cholesterol is, brother, that goes to show, at Pedro, that goes to show you don't know what you're talking about, right? You follow too much to the mainstream, right? There's good cholesterol. Tell me about the good cholesterol and bad cholesterol. What are they called, brother? If you know so much about cholesterol, what's the good cholesterol? What's the bad cholesterol? Suck my fucking. This AM, what we're eating 4 whole eggs. We're eating 187, 190 grams. I can't remember exactly, but 187, 190 grams of egg whites. About 75 grams of rice, and then 4 turkey bacon. 4 pieces of turkey bacon. I don't use bone broth like that. I don't use bone broth when I'm sick. But Rebecca, I wouldn't do that if it's making you more full. No coffee, but I'm ahead of you. I really don't like regular bacon. Regular bacon has too much fat. Stop. Enough. Bro, yeah. Jesus. So much fat. Pues grita, porque yo quiero gritar. Déjame vivir mi vida en paz. Porque, Amina, ¿tienes novio? Porque si tienes novio. No. That should have been a debunk. The all close was not that. This no. I know, I got people on here telling me, no, ya no tengo. Y yo ya sé por qué. Porque le gritas tanto. ¿Por qué estás haciendo? Porque deja al hombre vivir su vida. mientras no está mientras no le estás apoyando a nadie más, está bien. No, a las latinas, bro. Some of you Latinas, bro, you don't let men live. Yeah. Turkey bacon, so much. I don't like bacon either. I love turkey bacon. Yeah, turkey is good. Shouldn't eat bacon if you love God. It's not made from pigs, Rihanna. Déjalo. Te voy a decir, vas a tener más paz en tu vida si tú dejas al hombre hacer lo que quiere hacer. Boy, bye. It's the truth. It's the truth. All right. Ready to rebel. Let me explain to you, Amina. Let me explain to you. Okay? You have to think about being, I'm not saying be like God, right? But let me put it this way. Let me break this down. Okay? Man, you look handsome, Alex. Thank you. Man, yeah, I'm not from it. Okay. So yeah, look at it this way. Okay. A lot of people are like, oh, like I want to get closer to God, but I'm just not ready. This is serious stuff. This is serious stuff. But I'm like, you don't have to be ready to get closer to God. Like God wants you as fucked up as you are. Like that's the whole reason we get closer to God. I got closer to God because my life wasn't going the way I wanted it to go. So as you get closer to God and you read about how much He loves you, you read about like, hey, I'm watching you, I care for you, I want you to be good. You know, I just, I have your back. I have your back. And as you get closer to Him as a man, you want to be better because you realize how much He loves you. And so when you realize how much He loves you, you try to be better, not because He's forcing you to be better. You know, for me, like the closer I got to God, the more I wanted to rid myself of vices, the more I wanted to get rid of all the day, right? So, Amina, so as a woman, okay, the better woman you are, just as self-love, you take care of yourself, you read, you educate yourself, you're closer to God, you take care of yourself. The men who come into your life, the man that comes into your life, he's going to want to be better simply because you are better, and it makes him want to be better. Be like God. Show unconditional love. Be like that without being like, hey, you're going to do what you're going to do. And that makes a man want to be better instead of like horcándole, and you need to be like this, right? Because it's like rebellion. No one wants to be told what to do, right? So now that is your lesson for today. Be more like Jesus, and the man that will come into your life will want to be better simply because they know you are better. The more you know. You like telling people. I like telling people. I like giving people advice that's helped me in my life. If it makes sense, it makes sense. If you hate it, then you hate it. That's it. There's bro. Worked in health for over 20 years. My wife is a nutritionist. Nice, brother. That's beautiful. I've been a coach now for 12 years. I've been working out for 19 years. So know a little thing or two about this. I've helped over hundreds of men lose weight. Helped many women, plenty of women lose weight, and keep it off. In London, it don't matter, bro. You're not gonna get that across. Yeah, I like helping people because when people do certain things I tell them to do, usually their life gets better, right? You have to understand that, right? I've made a living off telling people what to do, and they do it, and their life gets better because I have that's the thing. That's the thing. If you do what I tell you to do in that area, I don't tell people what to invest their money in when it comes to like stocks or real estate. I don't know shit about that. I don't know anything about that. Jams for the price of one. I'm hyped. Just found out my insurance. Nice, brother. Learn from books, friend. Big pharma. Yeah, that's not wrong. Yeah. So Oh, yeah. Jesus, guys. I'm 31. I'm 31. 31 and live in Florida. And yeah, and it's just I've had a lot of discipline, but I've made a lot of mistakes in my life. The good thing is I've learned from my mistakes. I've made a lot of mistakes in my life. One of them being like lusting and just, but I've always had discipline when it comes to fitness. You know, we think they're experts in your channel. It's actually pretty scary how dumb they are. Yeah, brother. But here's the thing: TMSACT, right? Here's the thing. Okay, here's the thing, brother. You can be upset that you have all these people on my channel watching this, or you can just post on your channel. That's the most beautiful thing about the internet, brother. If you don't like what people are believing in, if you don't like what people are saying, you always have an opportunity to post your own content. That's why I post content. I want to guide people down a better path. It's not even the eggs. He wants the fucking bacon. It's not the eggs. It's the bacon. I'm always hungry. That's the secret. Always be hungry. When you're hungry, you want to do more, right? When you're full, when you're satiated, you don't want to do as much, right? Where are you from? Florida, bar? Are you near Orlando? I'm somewhat near Orlando. When you're hungry, you want to go after more things in life. Think about it. Who's gonna hunt more? The wolf that's hungry or the wolf that's full? So that's why like a lot of people get too comfortable, right? A lot of people get too comfortable. And they get comfortable because they're full. It's easy to get comfortable nowadays. Oh, that was good. Leon, venga. Va, va. Sigue. Yeah, he speaks Spanish. Va, va. Va, va. Habla. Habla. Ah. Oh, we got water day. Tim, I got a trainer for him. He's just disciplined. He's like me. Dogs become like their owners, right? He's just disciplined. I got a trainer for him. Why? Because I'm not a fucking dog trainer. When I got him, I got him a dog trainer like 4 weeks after having him. I'm not a dog trainer, right? I'm a trainer myself. I train people, right? I can train him, but I don't know much about dog training. I'm not a dog trainer, right? And so I got a dog trainer to train him and teach me how to train him, which led him to being a really great Dog. Trainers, mentors, whatever it might be, they change your life. All right, I'm gonna train you now. No, I don't drink a whole one. No. What's your favorite cheat meal, and how often do you cheat day or cheat meal? Okay, I'm gonna answer that question. Let's do a little whiteboard session. Welcome to my live. My name is Alex Duenas, and I do. If this is your first time here, I'm a mindset trained nutrition coach. I've been a coach now for I don't know 12 years. Right? I used to have a gym, and I like to teach. I like to teach because I got C's and D's in high school. I'm a college dropout. I've been able to build 2 businesses. I built a gym. I built an online coaching business. I've had both of them reach over 100 grand a year. And I did that simply by getting the right people in my life. I hired people. I paid over $75,000 in mentorships and coaches. My biggest battles in life have been lust, pornography. I've drank. I've done drugs. I've had multiple different jobs, so I've learned. I've lived and learned. I like to read a lot. Right? I love to read because reading is wisdom. I never thought I was smart. Until the age of 19. I thought all I had was a good body. That's all I thought. And then I met a really good mentor who taught me, like, yo, like, just fucking read, educate yourself. And with that just came a lot of wisdom. I just searched for wisdom, and the smarter I got, 2 things I've come up with now in life is be interesting and be interested. Okay? Be interesting and be interested. And you will get further in life. If you're an interesting person and you're interested in other people, you will make great connections and you'll get further in life. Favorite book you recommend? Jesus Calling. Jesus Calling is my favorite book. Who the fuck is hits? I don't even know what the fuck it is. Why come here and just say? Because people hate on what they gave up on. What the fuck? I don't even know who the fuck that guy is. My musica. All right, so. I mean, people. I love this song. Those 2 were in the front first. It's got to your channel. I appreciate it, bro. Yeah. So. Let me get an eraser. Do you know Tiki Talkie? I don't know who the fuck that is. Why do you like Jesus Calling? Aaron noticed how Jesus never seems to heal the Down syndrome or amputations. Yeah, that's not up to us, brother. A song gets us going. Oh, of course it does. Yeah, we have 2 different crowds. The YouTube crowd is different from the TikTok crowd, right? What's it called? Listen, I said I believe in Jesus. I follow Jesus. I'm not Jesus. I don't know why he does what he does. Okay. All I know is what I can do and the gifts that I was given. Right. The gifts that I was given is the gift of teaching and inspiring and discipline. Right. And so that's what I do on a daily basis. Come on, give me a second. Give me a second. I need to erase it. You're energized. You want to conquer the world. How's the book? Is that the daily devotion? Yeah. That book changed my life. I'm back for a hug today. You know what, brother? You'll get a hug today. I'll give you a hug. It's a great book. Yeah. Cute, Poppy. Okay, so I'm gonna have to turn you guys around. And what causes the bad in the world? Not Jesus' vision. We don't fight against. Yeah, we'll never know all the answers. And I'll say this before turning you guys around. I think it was Johnny Chang. Johnny Chang said, trying to understand Jesus is like trying to explain mortgage payments and interest to a 3-year-old, right? Like, imagine like you want to go and buy something, or you have barely any money, and your child's like, "Can you buy me this this toy?" And you're like, "I can't. I just don't have the money." It's like, "Well, why don't you?" So the kid thinks you hate him because you buy the toy, but really you're fucking short on money because you can't. It's like trying to explain mortgage and real estate and things like that to a fucking 3-year-old. And they're gonna fucking get it. They're not gonna get it. So I don't think it's about understanding God, really. I think it's about understanding ourselves. We have more of a chance of our understanding ourselves, right? Know thyself. And if we look within, the kingdom of heaven is within yourself. If you learn to understand yourself, you can learn how to be better for the world. That's what I've learned, man. You know how to treat a girl right. Yeah, he's talking about God. Bro probably doesn't, probably, right? Bro, probably, right? Probably. You don't know me. Everyone has everything was put on earth for me. Yeah. Yeah. Everyone has a gift. You have a gift. You have a gift. Go on the fire. Yeah. Everyone has a gift. Your goal is to figure out what that gift is and then practice that gift. Your gift doesn't have to mean that you just because you don't know how to sing, you don't know how to dance. Or, your gifts can be so many different things. I believe I have the gift of being able to speak a certain way and and be disciplined a certain time. I'm a spiritual healer. When's the last time you healed somebody, right? Rihanna, here's the thing. How can you heal somebody if you're not healed yourself? Right, Rihanna? Because based on your post, I see no spiritual healing. Based on your post. I follow this one page. They have really good fucking stuff. And, right? But it's spiritual. Yeah, no, there's no spiritualness. Come on. I feel like you complain more about your life than anything else. Create us all the answers about ourselves is in the Bible. Right? No, all the answers are not in the fucking Bible. All the answers are within yourself. Oh, don't even get started. Please don't get me started. Right? Luke chapter 11 verse 52. Jesus said, "For woe you, Lord, you take away the key of knowledge. You look not within yourself." I just have to be around people. No, you don't. I'm not around these people, and I heal people all day with my content. Right? You're just making excuses, Rihanna. Get online and start healing people. You don't have to wait to be around people to heal them. Tell yourself before you can love anyone else. Yeah, true. Dr. Fields, bro, I haven't seen you in a minute. Okay, back to this thing. All right, let me talk about nutrition. I really want to break down the basis of nutrition. We around them. Let me fucking down. Okay, so let me turn you guys around. Brr, brr. Hello. Okay, I'm gonna cover the basics. If I was teaching somebody who knew nothing about nutrition all over again, that's the lessons to me today. Okay. Okay. So if I was teaching the basics of nutrition to somebody, this is what I would teach them. Right. So what's about nutrition 101 with Isaiah. Nutrition is 101. Hello. He was the same way on the primary nature. Okay. It's not a correction for the. All right. You always mean to me. Am I mean to you or do I want to make you better? Always remember that. All right. The boys who were the meanest to the girls in high school or middle school, what do they mean? That means they like them. Always remember that. If a boy's mean to you, it means he likes you. Okay, nutrition's basic. Nutrition 101, the fucking basics of nutrition. Before I get into it, I'd be like, all right, why the fuck should we learn from this guy? Other than me having a fucking six-pack, that's okay. I've had that shit for fucking 18 years, right? But I've been able to get people like my friend Eli, I'll have to lose 45 pounds in 3 months. Yeah, accountability is just another word for too much kindness breeds a lack of accountability. Another one of my guys, right? Helped him lose 22 pounds in 3 months. Another guy, I think around like 25, 35 pounds. Again, 3 months, 90 days. Shit changes people. Where's my boy? Where's my boy at? Where's my boy at? Yeah, 37 pounds. Marine. My boy Sal, 37 pounds in 3 months. Yeah, we did good work right there. 37 pounds in 3 months. Motherfucking, this is 60. This is fucking Santiago. Shout out to Santiago. He's 60 years old. We got him fucking shredded. 60. He was 59 at the moment. I complain about my life like no, love to hate me. I don't need to work out. I just need to stop reading. No, you need to work out. Everyone should work out. They want to be better. If you don't want to be better, don't work out. That's it. If you don't love yourself, don't work out. Simple as that. Working out is not just about having a six pack. Working out is about taking that time to fucking make yourself feel better. If it was just about having a six pack, I would have fucking stopped years ago. Working out makes you feel so much better. Working out helped me from fucking suicide. Working out helped me from suicide, from depression, from anxiety, from feeling lost. When I go through breakups, when I've had financial struggles, when I've didn't know what to do with my life, nutrition also helped me out because nutrition really dictates how you feel. So we need to understand about nutrition, right? What would I say something about nutrition? Okay, basics of nutrition. Now I need you to understand something, right? We all have to eat. That's one thing we need to understand. Like nutrition, right? You about nutrition. Everyone has to eat. Every single one of you has to eat. You have to eat. You have to eat. I have to fucking eat. It's not something that we don't have to do. It's something that is definitely needed in our life. And so you have always two options. Either you're going to eat for performance or you're going to eat for pleasure. That's it. You're either going to eat for performance or you're going to eat for pleasure. Thank you guys for teaching. Of course, Diana. You want to die. We all have different mindsets. No, exercise gives me energy. No, you talk to anybody that works out. Anybody, ask anybody that works out, Rihanna. They're like, do you like working out? Yeah, it's fun. Ask anybody that works out in good shape, of course. Ask people who don't work out. They don't feel that good about themselves. They don't have that much energy. They don't even like the way they look. We're not even going to keep beating a dead horse. Okay, number one, we all have to fucking eat. We all have to eat. So you have two options. Either make it hard. I don't have time to like prep or things like that. So you don't have time to prep your meals or to eat better. So you're going to dig yourself a hole deeper and deeper. That eventually you're going to have to dig yourself out of it. Understand this. If you don't make time to eat better now, eventually you're going to have to find the time. That's the most beautiful thing about nutrition and health. It's like if you don't do something about it now, eventually you're going to have to do something about it. Right? And it's going to be even harder then. Right? So it's an inconvenience now, but it's really not. Because it's going to be way more of an inconvenience later down the road. Put a 1 if you understand that. Put a 2 if you don't understand that. APs or Rolex? No, I don't. I used to. Right. Start light and build gradually. That's what I told her. Yeah. No way people like working out. People love working out. Right? Yeah, dude. Why'd you get rid of them? I have the Rolex. I needed the money, bro. Sometimes that shit happens, right? You buy stuff, you need it. I've had like 2 Rolexes. I sell one. I bought one. Then I started fucking around and lost. That's a whole different story, bro. But I needed the money, so I needed to sell them. That's a good thing about Rolex. You can always sell them and make money back. Okay, number 1. Number 2. Okay, understand this concept, okay? Right now, I help the mental state from overthinking too much. Thank you, Clarion. I love working out and help my mental state from overthinking so much. You hear that, Rihanna? You hear that? All right. It's all hard until it becomes a habit. It's all hard until it becomes a habit. I need to remind you that you couldn't read at one point. You couldn't read. You couldn't even tie your fucking shoes. You couldn't tie your fucking shoes. You couldn't even, someone had to change your diapers. We forget all the shit that took us a long time to fucking learn. You couldn't drive a car at one point. You couldn't run at one point. You literally could not read a fucking full page of a book. Goo goo gaga is what you could say. You had to learn how to say dada, mommy, mommy. Like you had to learn all these things. Right? So it's hard at first. I mean, I have to track my food. I have to learn. Yeah, motherfucker. Just like at one point you couldn't fucking walk. Right? At one point you couldn't fucking drive. So don't forget that everything you know now, at one point you didn't know how to do it. And once you learned it, it gave you a better quality of life. Before you knew how to drive, you could just ride a bike or walk places. You took the time to learn how to drive. You know how difficult driving really is? It's like getting in the car. How do I turn this car on? Okay. I have to watch out for the cars on the left. I have to watch out for the fucking stop sign. I have to watch out for a red light. I have to watch out for crazy drivers, all while doing this. And how am I going to play my music? Now you drive, you fucking text and drive. You talk to people and drive. Sometimes you forget you're fucking driving. That's how second nature driving has become. Did I ever have to rehab? No. Put a 1 if that makes sense. Put a 2 if it doesn't.
I got you, bro. I'll I'll put Derek in timeout like a little boy. Physically and literally a baby, for sure. Right? So, now, the difference is, what was the difference? Is you had, number 3, you had a mentor, teacher. Right? You had a teacher, you had a mentor. That was the biggest difference. Kind of what I'm doing with you right now. Okay? You had a mentor. Everything you've learned in life, somebody else has taught it to you. Because that's how human beings work. We're taught everything. If you want to be a mechanic, you go to fucking automotive school. You want to be a nurse, you go to fucking nursing school. You want to be a doctor, you go to doctor school. Like medical school. Like all these things, it's always taught by somebody. We stop. I've learned. I realized that people stop learning. I can't say we, because I'm fucking something. People stop learning, and that's why they stop progressing. So, nutrition is one of the things that it's worth investing your time into. It's worth understanding how food affects the way you think, the way you look, the way you feel. It affects everything. Food affects everything in your life, for the positive or the negative. It's worth taking time to understand it, whether you read books on it, whether you YouTube it, or whether you get a mentor, you get a coach, right? It's worth learning because it has a massive impact on your longevity, on the quality of your life. I want you to understand how important nutrition really is. It has one of the biggest impacts on your life. Your relationships, your job, your finances, your kids, everything. If you put more emphasis on how much of an impact actually, and when you awaken and you realize how much of an impact it really has, you won't disregard it as much. You won't treat it as like, oh, I'm just going to eat something. No, it's literally either poison or fucking helping you out. He's right? Gonna have a cheat day or cheat meal. What would you make? You don't have much. 100. I've learned so much from it. Yeah, 100%. All right. Bet number 4 is we were taught something. Why y'all watch it? Because they watch because they love me. It's okay. Always remember that. You can't take the haters too seriously. If I don't have any haters, I'm gonna do something right. Beautiful. All right, cool. So, mental teacher. Number 4, right? Number 1, we all have to eat. It's all about hearts, right? And number 4, she is. I see, man. This is my personal opinion. Okay, this is my personal opinion. I believe that energy is more valuable than time. I believe that energy is more valuable than time because how many days have you been where it's like you've had like time to yourself, but you had no energy to do anything? How many times have you gone from work and you do have 3 extra hours to learn something, to go to the gym, but you just don't have the energy to actually go do shit? Or you wake up a day like, I really don't have much energy to do things. Like you don't have energy throughout the day. You have time, but you don't have energy. So then you don't do what you really must do. I think energy is more valuable than time. What's the point of having 24 hours if you can't you don't have the energy to go do things? Or maybe you get tired so quickly after 1 hour that I'm exhausted now. I just want to fucking chill and do nothing. Without energy, you can't do much. It's like having a great, beautiful Ferrari, but have no gas in it. I was gonna, hey, that's what they do. They always, of course, yeah. Base in bed with no energy in the past. Yeah, 100%. Energy is more valuable than time. And food gives you energy, right? Either food gives you energy or takes energy away, right? Beautiful. There's like myths, right? I only have like a couple myths, right? A couple of things that come up with a lot of people say, right? These are some myths, right? Number 1, I need to put like these are myths. Like these are not true, right? Not true. All right, not true. Remember this. Everything I'm about to write is not true, right? You have to eat less to lose weight. Brothers, no way, Rihanna. Jesus. Bread is the worst food. It's not the worst food. That's not always true. Do you I really don't. I just yeah. I don't really. I used to do intermittent fasting. Okay, let me explain this. Let me explain this. What do you mean, fucking? You have to eat less. That's a lie. That's not true. You have to eat less to lose weight. Look. All right, bear with me. Bear with me. A lot of the people that I work with, I literally make them eat more food than they've ever eaten, and they lose weight. Because it's not about eating less food, right? It's about eating the right quality food, the food that actually builds muscle and reduces your amount of body fat. And it causes acid reflux. That's not always true. Stress causes bloating. Stress can cause a lot of things. Bloating can come from many things. I bloat not because I'm stressed. I bloat because I eat either cheese or milk, and I'm lactose, right? Acid reflux is caused by poor digestion, not late night eating, right? It's late night eating, acid reflux. That's not true. It's bad digestion, food that don't work for you, right? So you don't have to eat less food to actually lose weight. There's a reason why people tell you to eat 3, 4, 5 meals a day to lose weight. Think about that. Some of you guys eat fucking 1, 2 times a day and you're still overweight. I don't eat that much. Yeah, you eat 1 or 2 big meals and you have little snacks. It doesn't seem like a lot, but there's a lot of fucking fat and carbs in them. So the food that you eat, if you're overweight, if you have a stomach, you have man boobs, if you have that, you say, I don't eat that much. Well, whatever you're eating is compact with a lot of fats and carbs. You don't need to eat a lot for it to be a lot. That's the exception. When you start to lose weight, when you start to lose body fat, you have to eat more protein, moderate your carbs and fats, but you realize you have to eat more of the right foods and you're full longer and you feel a lot better. So the biggest thing, you have to eat less to lose weight. You have to actually eat more of the right food. So if you're thinking, damn, I don't want to go on a diet because I'm gonna be starving or I'm gonna be hungry. You're only hungry because you're not eating what you're supposed to be eating. Who taught you how to fucking lose weight? Who taught you how to build muscle? Nobody. I'm just going based on what I kind of know. So you don't know how to, so that's why you're doing it wrong. That's why you're fucking hungry. Because you're not doing it right. Muscle in your 30s? Motherfucker, of course you can build muscle in your 30s. 3 meals a day is such a scam also. Yeah, I mean, 3 meals a day. I eat fucking 3 meals a day sometimes. That's what is related to eating late at night, or I'm confused with that info. Yeah, high cholesterol is not related to eating at night. It's not. It's not. It doesn't, no. It's not. Late at night has nothing to do. Eating late at night has nothing to do with the cholesterol, things like that. It has nothing to do with it. So you tell me all day long, whatever you ate all day long doesn't matter as much as what you eat at night is ridiculous. That's a myth, right? Another one, right? Right? Late night eating makes you gain weight. That's a fucking lie. That's not true. Why is it not true? Okay, I'll break it down to you why it's not true. Okay, you have this bucket. You have a bucket. You have a bucket. You have a bucket. I have a bucket. If you have body fat, if you have literally body fat, you can grab onto your stomach. Grab your stomach right now. If you can grab a chunk of your stomach, that's body fat. Why do you have that? Because you have a limit. You have a limit. I have a limit. Why don't I have that? The difference is I know my limit. So if I stay under my limit, I'm not going to spill over because you don't know your limit. You don't know your limit and you don't have self-control and you eat when you're bored or you eat way more after you're hungry, you spill over. You go over your budget. And so what happens? How do I know you go over your budget? Look at the chunk of fat you have. That's not just a day, week, that's months and years of you going over your budget, you're in so much debt. All the body fat you have is just debt. You went over your limit. You spent over. The thing is, you didn't have somebody calling you and telling you, hey, you're going over your limit. No. you have the mirror and you don't really look at the mirror. You're like, I'm not going to look at the mirror. I'm not going to look at the mirror. I'm not going to step on the scale. You avoiding the scale is like avoiding the fucking debt collectors. It's like, yeah, you're kind of over your limit. No, I'm good. You look, you put a shirt on, you're not even going to look in the fucking mirror. You're not even going to take a photo. I don't want to look at how much of debt I'm in. Because all the body fat, it's literally just telling you, you went over your limit. So it doesn't matter if you ate at night. What matters is, are you going to go over your limit? Right? If you're here, by the time it's 8 p.m. and you only eat this much, you're not going to go over your limit. Doesn't matter if it's 8 p.m., 9 p.m., 11 p.m., doesn't matter. Right? If you don't go over your limit, you're not going to put on body fat. But most of you guys who are overweight, you have no idea what your limit is. Hence why you're going over. Imagine getting a credit card and not knowing your limit. You're going to overspend. Half the battle is not knowing what your limit is. Once you understand your limit, that's how I'm able to get people to lose weight and keep it off. It's not that you can never eat things you like. It's like, just stay under your budget. You know, I can eat things I like and stay under my budget. Yeah, just stay under your budget, bro. Wow. Very nutritious. Swagger Daddy, absolutely. Bread is terrible. Bread is not bad, bro. Hold on. Can you have protein powder, but while instead of a shape, you put your Jesus. I'm so done. You know, just because he fucking said that. Yeah, just because he said that, I need to fucking get out of that. How much protein is it to me? How many whey protein shakes is it too many in a day? I think anything about two. You know, is fasting okay? Like I could fast for a week, but does it shrink my muscles? Yings? Yeah. So, all right, fasting. I don't really agree with fasting. I'll cover fasting. This is nutrition 101. Okay. Another myth that's not true. What's another myth that's not true? I would say, one diet is better than the other. No, it's what is like. I would say one diet is better than the other, right? I don't think all diets are the same. Not all diets are the same. I'm just gonna stop there. Right? I've been working out as we speak. Good job, brother. Yeah, that's for now because I can't really think of any other ones right now. Myths things that are not true that people say all the fucking time, right? I was motherfucker. I got one. Right? Carbs are bad. Rice makes me fat. No, you fucking dumbass. No, carbs are not bad. I fucking eat carbs every single day of my life. I have people who are overweight eating fucking rice. But why, Alex? Because rice is actually a fucking good carb. Rice does not spike your insulin levels. If you have a big ass portion of fucking rice, your insulin levels are going to be spiked. Yes, and I'll speak about insulin in a second. It's a hormone. Okay, rice is not bad. It's how much you eat of it. Bad for you. Obese seems wrong. Then diet. What diet thing are bad for you? Being obese seems wrong. With explain that. I don't understand that. Yeah, I believe fasting is great for detox, allowing the body to regenerate new stem cells. I just do it once a while. Yeah, it's autophagy. Yeah, yes, I mean rice. Yeah. What about crunchy nut? Crunchy nut. Crunchy. Get out of here. When I drink Diet Coke, they act like it's bad for me when drinking regular Coke. Yeah, no, people drink Diet Coke all the time. Like, I don't think Diet Coke is bad. I just don't like soda. You know, I'm not a big fan of soda because in my head, I just don't like it. Like, I used to drink Coca-Cola all the fucking time, bro. I used to drink Coke when I was a kid. I love Coke. Oh my God. Coca-Cola! Jeez, I gotta fucking be specific. Okay, cool. Now we understand it. Carbs are not bad. You need carbs. But the biggest thing again is this. It's just knowing your budget. Knowing your budget and staying within your budget. That's it. Okay? That's just nutrition. We're not going to go into lifting. Okay, cool. I don't eat fried rice. Yes. Yeah. Fuck the rice. I just start drinking Coke. Also, yeah, Coke. Coke. So let me tell you about why all these like Coca-Cola and all these sugary things are really bad. Okay. This is kind of a little bit more advanced. I don't want to do too much advanced stuff. I don't speak about it enough. I don't speak about it enough. I don't. But let me explain. Okay. So okay, let's talk about this hormone called insulin. Okay, let's talk about this hormone called insulin. Okay, insulin is just a hormone. Okay. Disregard my spelling. I'm not the best speller. I'm not the best speller. I know my shit, but I'm not the best speller. I can speak good. I'm not the best speller. I'm sorry. Need to work on that. Okay. Soda and sugar 20 years ago, and when I tried my favorite candy Snickers after 2 years, it was so good. I hated it 100%. Yes, 100%. Here's a kind of 100. Just started. Yeah. So let's talk about this. Okay, this is super huge. This let me break this down. I'm gonna make this fucking super important. All right, you can take a pen and paper. You can screen record this, whatever you want. Okay. Let me explain how insulin works. Insulin has 3 jobs. All right, insulin is a hormone. Anytime you have a carbohydrate, you activate insulin. Anytime you have carbs, insulin is activated. Insulin is just a hormone. Okay? Now we understand the first thing, right? Insulin is activated when you have carbs, right? If you eat carbs, you either rise or spike insulin. Put on if you understand that. If you eat any carbs, any fucking carbs, pasta, bread, muffins, fucking a protein bar with like 40 grams of carbs, if you eat fucking donuts, if you eat rice, potatoes, if you eat fucking, I don't know, a Snickers bar, if you eat anything that has a carb, anything that has carbs in it, you are either going to rise or spike insulin. Put a 1 if you understand that. That's why I need carbs. Carbs are not the fucking enemy. Carbs make you fat. There you go. I did a sugar fast for 40 days. Now sweet, so it tastes good. Yeah, carnivore diet. That's all you need. Fuck the carnivore diet. I don't like the carnivore diet. Stupid as fuck. They're all the fucking same. Okay, now, what happens? See, insulin has 3 jobs. This motherfucker works. He has 3 jobs. 3 jobs. Okay? The first job, right? The first job is to send protein, right? To muscles. So the first job of insulin that goes in your body is to transport protein to the muscle. That's a good job. That's a really, really good job. Okay? It takes the protein you have in your body and it transports it to your fucking muscles. Transports it to your chest, your back, your legs, everything. That's the first job of insulin. Let's take the protein. It's like a school bus. Let's take the protein, drive it to the muscle. That's the first job of insulin. Once it's activated, it transports protein that it has in the body to the muscle. Put a 1 if you understand. Put a 1 if you understand. Put a 2 if you don't understand that concept. Deficiencies. Of course, it has a bunch of deficiencies. Yeah, 100%. But you lost 50 pounds on the carnivore diet because you ate less. That's it. All diets do the same thing. Okay, beautiful. Now, number 2, the second job. The second job of insulin is to send the carbs, right? Carbs into the muscle called glycogen, right? The second job is to turn those carbs into glycogen into the muscle. So again, it takes the carbohydrates and it pushes it to the muscle for energy, fullness. If I did a couple push-ups right now, you'll see my chest turn red. Pretty much I'm using glycogen, right? It's just gas for muscle, right? The second job of insulin is to transport the carbs into the muscle. So when you work out, you can get a good pump. You have gas, so your body can use it as fuel. Put a 1 if you understand that. Put a 2 if you don't understand that. Yes, well, have a blessed day to London. Okay? Beautiful. These are the 2 jobs. So far, so good. Insulin seems to be a fucking great ass hormone. It is. We need it to build muscle and have energy. Kind of, can you repeat one more time? Yeah, Mark. Okay. So to break it down is you need energy, right? You need energy fuel so your muscles can work. When you eat carbs, another job of insulin is to take the carbs in your stomach once they're digested and transport it into the muscle. So when you work out, the muscles have energy to use. You have energy to actually work out. That energy is called the glycogen, right? Glycogen. So now your body, if you've ever, give me an example. Have you ever taken carbs out of your fucking diet and you just lost weight and you fucking lost energy? Put a 1 if you've ever done that and felt that. Put a 2 if you've never done that. What people call the keto diet, right? The keto diet. Should be a calorie deficit, fat loss, when I'm making diet. Go being and stop supporting animal abuse. Get out of here, bro. Should I be calorie deficit? I mean, you should always be in the calorie deficit you want to cut, right? If you ever take out carbs from your diet, the first thing you're going to notice is number 1, your energy is going to go down the roof, right? And you're going to lose weight. You're going to fucking lose weight because you're just, number 1, you're not eating more food, and number 2, you're getting rid of the glycogen that goes into your muscles. If you stop eating carbs, you're going to get rid of all the glycogen that's going inside your muscles to give you energy. You're not going to be as strong in the gym. You're not going to have as much energy. Why? Because you took out the main fuel source of what helps you work out, which is carbs. Okay? Now, number 3, the third job of insulin is to build fat. That is the third and final job of insulin, is to build fat. Okay? When it has too much, right? It has to put the carbs somewhere. It has to put the carbs somewhere. And it happens to put it around your waistline or your stomach or your back. Is it a common mistake, not enough protein, too much carbs? Absolutely. Yes, absolutely. 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 And why do people not get enough protein? Because they don't have a plan. They don't have structure. That's why that's why you might not get enough protein, because you just don't have structure. You don't have a plan. You're going on a whim. Every day you wake up that you don't know what you're going to eat that day, you're always going to fall short. Always going to fall short. Right? On the bench, are you pushing heavier or lighter, more reps? I don't max out on bench, bro. I don't bench anymore. I do incline bench and that's it. I don't bench at all. Protein's very expensive. No, women push it for life. Of course, is a test will help you retain muscle. You never need to curve. You never eat fucking go try. Okay, so do we understand that, right? The third job of insulin is to build fat. Okay, so when you have too many carbs at once, right, your body's gonna store those. That's all it really comes down to. So which part do you not understand? And I'll break it down a little bit more to move on to the next thing. Which part don't you understand? My favorite anime? Dragon Ball Z. What's your background in nutrition? I've worked with some of the top coaches, right? These are some of my clients that I've worked with, right? I've worked with some of the top coaches in the industry that have just taught me more about nutrition. Right. I've worked with many people who taught me more about nutrition. Yeah. Yeah. And I've been doing it for fucking 19 years. Okay? Yeah. Questions? This is your time to ask any question when it comes to the rising, the spike in insulin, right? I can go more deep into it. It matters if you're a deficit, that's all that matters to lose. It's not the amount of carbs that matters if you're in a calorie deficit. No, it does fucking matter. It does fucking matter. That's why, yes, you'll lose weight in a calorie deficit. What does that mean? Like, that's the thing. That's like telling someone who doesn't know how to fucking drive, hey, just turn the car on and just watch out for the other cars and stay in your own lane. Like, that's how it sounds. Like, when people are on here, it's like, all you need is a calorie deficit. Do you know what that sounds like to somebody that doesn't really know about nutrition, doesn't really know about counting macros? It's like telling someone who doesn't know how to fucking drive, hey, just turn the car on, make sure you stay on your lane, your side of the road, and just follow the street lights. Motherfucker, that's, yeah, easier said than done. They don't know how to do that. So when you say, oh, calorie deficit, you're coming based on your knowledge and what you know. You're not stepping into their shoes, hence why you're not a coach. My job as a coach is to be in your shoes. Right? Is to be in your shoes and be like, hey, like, I know where you're at. This is what you're missing. This is what you don't know. Let me teach you what you don't know. 200 grams of protein, 80 grams of carbs, 50 grams of fat, 200 calories. That's good. It's not bad, depending on your goal, too. Do you know you're burning the carbs by the amount of weight coming off? No. Skinny, but have a lot of belly fat in the face. So, SHDH, this is pretty much you, brother. This is pretty much you. He was skinny fat, right? So he was skinny fat right there. Right? Skinny fat. And then we shut it down the fat. This is only in 16 days. Miss Cozy, no, to me, honestly, it's just experience, right? It's just experience. Like, we don't know exactly how many carbs you're burning. We don't. Like, I don't know how many carbs you're actually burning. But what I do know is mostly your budget. That's the biggest thing. Like, how do I figure out people's macros? First of all, I've been doing this for 12 years. You can't teach 12 years experience at times, you know? You have to live it. I've worked with so many different people. I know their backgrounds. And the truth of the matter is, here's the secret. Most people will get so full off protein that they're not going to want to eat that many carbs. And because they're full off protein, which builds muscle, and they're getting just enough carbs, you're going to drop that body fat because now your body's looking for energy. You have to understand your body fat is just unused energy. What's my carb intake? It can fluctuate, bro. 150, 200 grams, between that range. Yeah. Let me put this over here. Yeah. So I like the salt. Questions? Yeah. So it really, so do we understand now where body fat really comes from? Right? Do we understand where body fat, where does belly fat all comes from? Right? 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 Belly fat, right? Do we understand where belly fat comes from now? Right? This is you. Right? You have all this fat. On nipples. Right? You have all this fat. Right? You have all this belly fat. Do we understand that, right? So if I were to take a couple, if I were to take these people and be like, okay, someone that's starting fresh, nutrition, they have no idea what the fuck nutrition is. They have no idea. The first thing I would do, number one, is set them up with a menu, right? Of foods. That's the first thing. So I'm gonna treat this like a restaurant. Welcome to fucking Alex Duenas' fucking fit restaurant. Right? Fit restaurant. All right, they both need to lose 50 pounds. Right? 50 pounds in the next 120 days. Right? 120 days. Let's take these people. They need to lose 50 pounds in the next 120 days.
Fat like butter. What about fat like butter? What about it?
Right? The first thing I'm going to figure out is what do they like? One of the biggest misconceptions that you don't get when you don't have something tailored to you is you're not asked exactly what you already like. See, the funny thing is you at times already eat food that actually helps you get in shape. People who are in shape don't eat some fucking food from a different fucking planet. We just tend to eat that food more consistently than you do. Do you like chicken? Do you like steak? Do you like fish? Do you like fish? That's the biggest difference between people who are in shape and people who are not in shape. We tend to eat more of the food that actually is more better for us. Consistently. You'd eat it too. It's not fucking food from Mars. It's not. So the first thing I would do, right? The first thing I would do with them, right, is give them a menu. And honestly, the first thing before that too, they'd make an investment, right? That's not the first one. Like, the first one is a financial investment. You have to have something to lose. Financial investment, a breakup, rock bottom, a health scare. Right? Let me explain this. The first step in getting someone to really lose weight, right? The first thing to getting someone to lose weight, Caroline, is that even a question? Absolutely. Is either a financial investment, a breakup, rock bottom, or a health scare. Because most people after the age of 30 don't really change. They just become more of who they are. And so there has to be something. There has to be something you put in or you're going through that is making you want to change. Because the reason you haven't changed or stuck to the program is because the pain of sticking to it is not greater than the pain that you're going through. That's why people, right? That's why people who go through breakups tend to change. Because people who go through breakups, you see them change their body. The breakup was so painful that it's more painful than working out. It's more painful than eating a certain way now. Before the breakup, the workout and eating a certain way was too painful. They were comfortable. But since the breakup, they're like, yo, and financial investment, someone that pays a lot of money, right? Someone that pays a lot of money is like, motherfucker, I don't want to fucking waste my money. That's going to cause me a lot of pain. I'm going to follow this plan. I'm going to do everything he tells me to do because I just paid a lot of money for this. And the pain of me losing the money is way more painful than me following instruction. Health scare. You might fucking just gone to the hospital and somebody said, you're going to fucking die if you don't change your life. The pain of almost dying, of your life almost ending, is a lot greater than the pain of going to the gym now. It's a lot greater than eating a certain way. See, that pain, right, has to be bigger than the pain that you're about to go through in order for you to get through it. Whether it's a financial pain, a health scare, or an emotional pain. Do you understand? Put a 1 if you understand, put a 2 if you don't. I love that. I love that. I'm on a 120 calorie deficit. It doesn't matter the 1200 calorie deficit. Beautiful. Okay? That's what I've noticed. Why do you think you have a gym membership? You have a gym membership. How many times have you not gone to the gym? How many times have you gone to the gym? You're paying $29, you're paying $35, you're paying something. You're paying gym membership. How many people have a gym membership and don't fucking go? Because the pain is not big enough. It's only fucking 29 bucks, 34 bucks. People aren't gonna fucking go. You get that? The pain is not big enough. Okay? So that's the first thing I need to really understand. That's the first thing. If I want to get these people to lose 50 pounds, they have to have some level of investment. They have to. Because, and then I don't want to skip out on this. Because you have YouTube, you have ChatGPT, you have Google, you have TikTok, you have Instagram, you have all the workouts in the world, you have the gym membership, but yet you still don't stick to the plan, or you don't start, you don't finish. But why? Why? If you have everything, you have more wisdom, you have more knowledge, you have more access to everything than ever before, and yet you won't go through it because you don't have this. This is the first pillar of actually transforming your life. It's either a financial investment, a breakup, rock bottom, or a health scare. And do you really want to wait until you go through that breakup? Do you really want to wait until you hit rock bottom? Do you really want to wait until you have a health scare? No, I don't think it's a good idea. Okay? Number two, what would I do with these people? Well, for second thing I need to do is I need to get them some sort of excited. I need them to understand their vision, right? Vision outcome. Right? Vision outcome. Am I here? No. Class, we can't read. I did skip out, right? He's an artisty. Bro, better teacher follows how to warm up, how to protect themselves. What is the jelly bean drawing? Jelly bean drawing. It's people, right? It's people. Chill out with my people, okay? The second thing we need is a vision as an outcome. Is a vision and outcome. And you can apply this to your own life, okay? Vision, the outcome. Beach, right? New clothes. Photos. Videos. Business. Vacation. Energy for kids. Fucking better sex. Happier. Confident. Okay, so now the vision. This is super important. Why do they want to lose the 50 pounds? Why does fucking Sarah and Jake, right? Sarah and Jake, okay, like, why do you want to do this? Why do you want to lose the 50 pounds? Paint the picture. Well, Alex, I want to go to the beach. I want to buy new clothes. I want to take more photos. I want to take photos of myself. I want to take videos of myself. I want to start this business. I want to go on vacation and not feel like I'm hiding my body. I want energy to play with my kids. I want to have better sex. I want to be happier. I just want to feel more confident in myself. I don't want to hide anymore. I'm like, this is the vision. This is what they're aiming for. They're not just aiming to lose 50 pounds. And this is a big mistake that I see a lot of people do. What's your goal? I want to lose 25 pounds. That's not that exciting. 25 pounds. But what do you want to do after you lose 25 pounds? Well, motherfucker, I want to go to the beach. I want to go buy some new clothes. I want to go to the fucking mall. I want to go and pick out different clothes and I want to try them on. I want to go from an extra, extra large to a fucking large. I want to fucking go down 2 belt holes in my belt. You know, I want to try on that bathing suit. I want to fucking try on that tank top. I don't even want to wear shirts anymore. Fuck, Alex. If I got a fucking 6-pack, I'll fucking give all my shirts away to Goodwill. I want to do that. Oh, that's fucking awesome. I want to go play volleyball. I want to go fucking run on the beach. I want to go swim. Like, one of the most beautiful gifts that God gave us was the gift of imagination. The ability to see what we already want and experience it right now before we even have it. But most people use imagination for the negatives. Think about all the things that can go wrong. What if it doesn't work? What if I try? What if I look stupid? What if I fail? What if it costs me this? What if I lose my money? You imagine the worst possibilities because you allow your mind to take control of you. You're not controlling your mind. So the second thing I do after the first step is the second step. I want to create a beautiful picture. Where are we motherfucking going, baby? Yeah, 100%. Better sex is great. Who doesn't want better sex? Everyone wants better sex. Okay? Put a 1 if you understand that, 2 a 2 if you don't understand that, right? Do you understand how important this is? Put a 1 if you don't understand. Put a 1 if you do understand how important. Put a 2 if you don't. And then we'll get into the logistics of it, right? And the reason I go over this, is because, yes, I can get into the strategy. I can get into the tactics of it. That's phenomenal. That's phenomenal. But this is the mindset part of it. This is the piece that most of you guys are missing. This is the piece that you're fucking missing. Do you have the reason why you're going to do this? Do you have the outcome that you want? Then we can get into the strategy, because this is fuel for the fire. This is fuel. We need fuel for the fire because it's going to get tough. It's going to get hard. How do you expect to change if you never go through something that changes you? Pain is required. Sacrifice is required. You have to give up what you don't want for what you do want. The only issue is what you don't want is comfortable. It feels normal, but you don't want it anymore. And so in order for you to get something you do want, then you have to go through a process of elimination. You have to eliminate the things that you keep doing. And through that comes a painful process. But either way, you're already facing pain. You're facing the pain of not being happy with where you're at. You either face the pain of not being happy with where you're at, or you face the pain of change. You will eventually surpass the level of pain, and what you gain from it surpasses the pain that you went through. It really does. Because sacrifice leads us to paradise. That's fun, yeah. Because this went all day hard, yeah. And motivation is not a bad thing. Just don't rely on it. You see what I'm saying? Like, motivation is not a bad thing. Just don't rely on it. I always tell people, motivation is not bad. I need motivation at times, but I don't rely on it. I don't think it's a bad thing, but just don't rely on the whole thing. Because the truth of the matter is, you can scroll on your phone for fucking hours looking for motivation. And you'll find it, but motivation doesn't move the needle. It just makes you feel good. So what ends up happening is that you're actually tricking your brain. You're like, I need motivation. You find motivation and you're trying to do the thing, and then you go back to it. Mr. Right, leave me the fuck alone, bro. This one's doing it anyway, even without motivation. Yeah, of course. Right? So now that we have that, okay? Now that we have that, what's the third step? Right? Now we go into the menu. Okay? Third step going into these people, right, is the menu, right? Menu, right? In the menu, we have protein, we have carbs, and we have fats. Right? We have protein, carbs, and fats. Let me see if I can show you a little bit of the menu. Yes. So, for example, this is the menu that I would send them this, right? This is Alex Duenas Meal Plan, right? Name, first name, last name, email. These are the proteins. They get to choose which proteins they like. From there, which carbohydrates they like. From there, we have fats and we have veggies. And then they submit the plan, right? When I give them that menu, I'll give my fucking people here, right? So again, we have proteins, we have carbohydrates, we have fats, and we have veggies, right? So when they pick from here, right? When they pick certain foods, then we can create something more personalized, something more customized. So what I would do, I'd be like, yo, Sarah and Jake, pick your proteins, pick your carbs, pick your fats. That way we can start to tailor what we need to do from there, okay? 3-day fast increase the natural growth hormone. Yo, have you done the supposed 3-day fast? No, I don't fucking worry about that, bro. I don't worry about that because I'm like a bullet, bro. My growth hormone, my test, I'm good because I don't do anything of the other shit that fucking lowers it. The only thing that I do that lowers my testosterone is I don't get enough sleep. It's the only thing I do that lowers my testosterone. Is I don't get enough sleep. But I still fucking make it work. I still get hard. I still have sex. I still fucking wake up. I still have energy. So if I got more sleep, I'd just be more of an animal. Okay, cool. Anyways, so you tell me you can still eat bacon with your plan. Technically, you can, but I wouldn't advise that. I would do turkey bacon instead. There's a better alternative. Do you have a day? I don't know, like 5 to 6, right? Right, 5 or 6. What if I have the tube line on my throat? I'm 235.9. Yeah, late night sesh. 235.59. Yeah, brother, like, motherfucker, like, you gotta lose some weight, dude. You're not living the best life. 5, not 235, bro. Like, you're not probably having as much energy as you want. You probably don't like the way you fucking look as good. Like, you know you can do better, right? So, right, protein, carbs, and fats. Once, this is step number 3. Once I figure out the things they like, what's the next thing? Okay, number 4 is a plan and structure. Okay, so I would sit down with each and every single. I would sit down with both of them, one at a time. What's your schedule like? What do you do? Boom. This is your meals for the next for next couple weeks. This is what we're gonna do. These are your options based on the menu, based on what you picked out. Okay, and what it is that I make it very simple. Imagine going to getting a suit or a dress done for you, and you going in there and just picking out a dress you like and hoping it fits you, or a suit and picking it, hopefully it fits you. Then you put the suit on, the fucking arms are too long or too big, the fucking pants are too short, you know? At that point, it's like, damn, you have to keep finding versus going straight to the tailor. Like, yo, can you make my measurements? Can you do this? Can you do this? Yeah, here's your tailored suit. This fits you. You put that shit on. I'm like, this fits really good. Like, yeah, it's made for you. That is the best thing about having the plan. Is that it's suited for you versus you trying to pick. Hopefully, you pick out the right one. So no one's Bacon brings you down like no energy. No, bro. Where the fuck do you hear that from, bro? I just added some turkey bacon. Yes, sir. I'm in my 200 for test at 24. Yeah, brother. That's your own doing. Think about it. Bro. That's your own doing. You got to 230 something pounds. Who the fuck did that? You did, bro. You didn't really work out. You ate what you wanted to. You had a level of laziness and lack of discipline in there. So you're the reason you're overweight. But you can also be the reason you get in shape. That's the most beautiful thing in life. Right? Everything is your fault. Everything. But guess what? When you blame yourself, you also give yourself the opportunity to change things around. Do we understand this now, right? So now, based on what they give me, meal number 1, meal number 2, meal number 3, meal number 4, right? Everything is tailored now. Do you have any questions so far about what I'm doing to get fucking Jake and Sarah to lose fucking weight? Any questions so far? Happy Monday. What's up, The Adventure? Happy Monday to you, too. You just get parent good luck. He's like contact with it. 100%. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Any questions so far? Yeah, I would ask too. What time is it? 10:22. Yeah. I don't care, bro. This is your time to ask any questions. Chatting, man. Love what you're doing. Of course, brother. I do my best, bro. Every single day, dude. Every single day to alleviate pain, bro. That's it, bro. I'm just trying to solve problems, dude. It's solving problems, dude. Solving problems. I know I can solve the problems. I know I can solve your weight loss problem. I know I can solve the problem of your lack of fucking discipline. I've solved it already. I've solved the issue. That's why I know how to do it for you. You know, you just have to realize that it's costing you more than you think. That's I would tell people like, what do you think people don't understand? I'm like, it's costing them more than they think. Because all you really want, I believe all people want is just to live a good life. And you live a good life based on how you feel in the moment. Like if you can have everything in life. There's times where I've had a lot and I've had a little. There's times where I felt great and I felt bad in the same fucking place. And it all depended on how I felt about myself and how I felt about the situation I'm in. How do I feel about my circumstance? The circumstances in our lives are never the issue. It's how we feel about our circumstances. You know, there's a picture of like this girl with like 300 flowers and she's not really happy with them. And on the other side, right, on the other side, there's like this wall. And there's this girl here. She's sad. She's got like fucking so many little flowers. She has so many flowers around her. So many flowers. And she's really sad. And then there's this girl over here, right? And she has one flower. And so she's happy that she has this one little flower. Meanwhile, she's upset and she has all these other flowers. She's like, I have a flower. She's like, I don't know, that kind of stuff. And it can go vice versa. It can like, she could be sad that she only has one flower. She could be happy that she has all these flowers. I'm watching for brother. Brother, go to the link in my bio right now. Go to my profile. Go down where it says the one-on-one consultation, and then book your call. Right, the consultation is free. Answer a few questions on the form, so a better understanding of your situation. So when we get on the call, I can kind of go over where you're at. You can give me a little bit more information about like your job, what you do, and then I can be like, okay, like this is what would work best for you, and then we can go from there. On some healthy meals. I appreciate your channel, of course, but you still gotta repent, bro. Get out of here, bro. Do you have videos on some healthy meals? No, bro, I'm not the meal guy. I am not the meal guy. If you come to me for healthy meals, you're coming to the wrong guy. You're coming to the wrong guy. I'm not. You can go to Cooking for Gains. I'd send you to fucking Cooking for Gains. You want healthy meals? Go to Cooking for Gains. Because for me, it's not about the fucking healthy meals. It's about understanding fucking structure and discipline and consistency. Right? How many meals, there's a shit ton of people who fucking teach you how to make meals. How many times have you actually sat there and made the meal? Or you just saved it? How many saved fucking meals do you have? How many saved workouts do you have? The issue is not what meals. The issue is not what workouts to do. The issue is that you lack application because you're fearful. You're fearful. You're fearful. That is what is going to hold you back the most. That's what's going to hold you back the most. It's not knowing what meals to eat. It's not knowing. It's just fear of failure, bro. Fear of failure, fear of a challenge, fear of change. That's the one thing that holds people back is fear. In any area of your life, any area, fitness, finance, relationships, spirituality, the biggest thing that's holding you back is fear. Can I have like, what's with you guys in hugs? Why do you want hugs? Doesn't work. It's a plan. I did keto with the fast, but it didn't work. Yeah. What's with you guys in hugs? Why do you want my hugs? Start charging for hugs. Any questions? All my phones are gonna die. Yeah, I need to fucking go shower too. No, but you can go check out the Doberman's Den. It's a community. YouTube, if you go to my channel, go to the YouTube description, you'll find my community. Thugs are for me only. Yeah, the real Joe. They're fucking people coming out then. Yeah. They're coming after me with these hugs. I don't want. Why do you guys want hugs? Let me get you in shape. Fuck the hugs. I'll give you something better than hugs. All right, get in shape and then I'll give you a hug. Reason, bro, I'm doing my 10-minute work exercise every day. Fuck yeah, Velvet. Good, bro. Up it up to tracking your food now, brother. Always up it up. Now track your fucking food. Track your food and you'll fucking realize it takes you to a whole different level. When you start to track your food, forget about it. Hey, bro, I hope your pregnancy is going well. Thank you, bro. It is. It's going great. Our deepest fear is not that we're not. Yeah, of course. Yeah, 100%. Yeah. Keto didn't work. Keto doesn't fucking work. Stated was not healthy long term. Exactly, yeah? Are you a good fighter? I don't know. Only one way to find out, bro. Go get a taser. Go on, yeah, I need to fucking do something with my fucking back. It's fine, it's just tight. Tight! Cool. Alright, so I need to, let me do this. What is happening? How does your entire impact created? You need finance? Yeah. Fucking Johns in the chat now. No, we need fucking Johns in the chat, bro. Johns. I don't know what Johns are. But we need people, bro. That's it, bro. That's the whole reason I do live is to get people on here so I can help them. Do you think Cal AI is a good app to track your calories? Brother, you can use anything to track your calories. Anything. But the thing that you're going to lack is trust. You feel me? You can use MyFitnessPal. You can use AI. You can use a bunch of them. You can track your stuff. But if you don't have an actual plan that you trust, you're not going to follow it to a T. That is like the biggest thing that people run into whenever you're doing all these calculators and things like that. You just don't trust it, number one. Number two, sometimes they're not accurate. So now you might be following something that's out of your jurisdiction. You're following something that you have no trust in it. You're not sure it's good for you. You're just basing it on it, right? Why are you so loud? Why are you so not loud? Right? So I need to put it on my fucking YouTube though. Fuck, come on. I'll put it on my YouTube though. Copy. Hold on, YouTube. There we go. Beautiful. Got it. Okay. Beautiful. Probably did not with it. All right. Yeah, what kind of cheat days can I do on the George Phillips? I have no idea. At the end of the day, as long as you're on a deficit. Yeah, on my thoughts on here. Last thing I'll say, right? No, if eating a lot makes you gain fat, the opposite will make you lose it. Yeah, it's logical. Yeah, 100%. And if you go up to like 10 different girls, one of them is going to say yes to you. But there's so many people who don't fucking have girlfriends, and no, they don't do that. It's easier said than done, right? You want a girlfriend? Go up to 10 girls every single day and ask them for their number, ask them on a date. One's going to say yes. And then the one that says yes, you try her out. You don't like her, you go on to the next. Same thing, same thing. But what does that take? It takes courage, takes bravery. That's why most guys won't do it. No, they rather just jerk off and fucking watch porn. Same thing with girls, right? It's the same thing with the girls too. If you're tired of being single, then go up to a guy and ask him on a date. But that's not how it should be done. Well, too bad. Like, you're just gonna wait for Prince fucking Charming to knock on your fucking door, or you're gonna be single forever, right? Like, that's the biggest thing. Oh, back to cheat meals. Back to cheat meals. Fuck your cheat meal. Like, motherfucker, you want it, right? You want to go here, right? You want to go here, and you're here. Right? And you're at the fucking bottom. And so you want to start climbing this hill. And then, like, not even 2/3 of the way, you're like, let me just take a couple steps back. I deserve it. I deserve to take a couple steps back. I've been doing pretty well. And then you go back up. Let me have another Thursday. Before you know it, now you risk the chance of it turning from a cheat meal to a fucking cheat day to a fucking cheat week. Right? Why? You don't want to be here. Why are you going to try to keep going back there? That's why I don't believe in cheat meals, cheat days. I don't believe in that shit. You don't like where you are. You're embarking on this new journey. Why do you want to go back to where you didn't want to be? You just got to eat. Yeah, yeah, bro. But you're not actually doing that, bro. This is coming from someone who's in actual shape, bro. You can say all the calorie deficit doesn't mean shit if you're not in shape, bro. All right, it doesn't mean you're shape, dude. You can still eat this, no, because it lowers your baseline level of discipline, bro. People don't have that level of self-control yet, right? I wouldn't even do it because it just doesn't make you feel better. It doesn't make you feel any fucking better. Yeah, so fuck the cheat meals, right? Why do people want cheat meals? Because the plan they're on sucks ass. That's why people want cheat meals. That's the way I look at it. You only want cheat meals because the plan you're on sucks. Because you made it. Right? You made it. You don't even have a fucking six-pack. You didn't even look that good. And you made yourself a fucking plan. And you're like, this is what I'm going to do. Even though I never really diet myself. Right? I feel like people only want cheat meals because they don't like what they're on. Right? You don't like what you're on, bro. Like, why do you want? It's like getting a new girlfriend, right? Cheat meals are like this. You got a girlfriend, right? And then 2 weeks into it, you're like, I kind of want this fucking hoe over here, right? Like, motherfucker, you just fucking been looking for this girl, now you want to go back. It's dumb. Get gas on the mats. I've in 5 minutes. What is in shape, right? Initially training myself, I can actually say what you're saying is absolutely correct. I just do it less aggressively, but great job. Yeah, Holly. Yeah, I just do more aggressively because fucking men are weak nowadays, right? In shape, you have gas. In shape means you have less body fat, right? There's difference in shape that we're talking about, right? Get on the mat and things like that. But I'm talking about the guy who's overweight, the guy who can't fucking run half a mile. He's not in shape. The guy who can't fucking look himself in the mirror and feel proud. Like, that's the biggest thing that we're focused on here. It's like, motherfucker, look yourself in the mirror and be proud of what you see. If you're not proud of what you see, be honest and start making some different choices. Okay? People agree with me, some people won't agree with me. That's fine. Okay? So, if any of this made you think, if any of this made you fucking want to be better, TikTok and YouTube, go click the link in my bio. Right? If you click the link in the bio, you'll find a couple things. You'll find the macro mastery training. Right? It's a free training on macros, understanding macros, protein, carbs, and fats. It's what I use to literally help my clients lose 25, 35, 45, 50, 100 pounds. Right? It's all the diets composed in one. Every single diet that you've ever been on, every single diet you've ever heard of has to follow macros. Right? Every diet has to follow macros. They just do it differently. There's many roads to the top of the mountain, but all of them have to every car is made different. We're talking about gas cars. Every car can look different, but they all need gas and oil to function. It's the same thing with every single diet you've ever heard of. Keto, fasting, carnivore, stop eating after 7 p.m., all these diets, anything. Macros is still the foundation of all of them. They just tell you how to do it differently, just like any other car. So if you go to the link in my bio, the link tree, the first one you're going to have is macro master. So if you're looking to lose 25 to fucking 100 fucking pounds, understanding macro, that's the first one. The second one, I forgot what the fuck is the second one actually. Actually, yeah. Then there's my podcast, right? Of course, but my podcast. What does my podcast consist of? Podcast is a lot of mindset work. My podcast is a lot of mindset. Right? A lot of mindset work. But it's because the human mind cannot mentally, after years of using your body, cannot just stop. It's the same thing. Yeah. Design, actually, I love it. Just yeah. It's hard to gain weight, man. I eat like a pig and just high metabolism. Do you actually track your calories? Could you do a masticated base? No, dude, you just need to eat more. How much weaker than they were 20 years ago? 100%. Yeah, 100%. And it's just because things have gotten easier, right? Things have gotten easier. That's why men have become weaker, because things have just gotten easier, right? Things have gotten easier. Like, you don't really have to do much as a man to fucking get your basic needs handled. You can get your groceries delivered. You can watch porn all day. You can eat when you want. You can work from home. Like, things have gotten easier for men. Yeah, 100%. It's so much easier to just drink alcohol, watch TV, and that's it, So, link in my bio for any of that. There's also, if you want more personalized approach, if you want me to fucking on your fucking ass, you can go and book a coaching call. Yeah, I'll get you in shape. Without a doubt, I've gotten many people in fucking shape. I've helped men lose hundreds of pounds all the time. Why? Because my approach works. A lot of these coaches on here, they'll sell you a bunch of supplements. They'll sell you a fucking lose weight fast remedy, sell you fucking peptides. Now they're all trying to put you on fucking, but I don't believe in that shit, bro. I don't believe in that shit, because to me, it's about character development. To me, it's about character development. That's it. All about character development. This weekend, I was out with a bunch of I was around a bunch of people this weekend. We were on this fucking boat. And I was doing push-ups on this fucking boat. Look at this shit. I was doing push-ups on this boat. Because everyone on the boat was drinking or smoking. And I'm not gonna fucking drink and I'm not gonna fucking smoke. I'm just gonna bang out these fucking push-ups. Bang out these fucking push-ups. And just raise my frequency at that point. That's it. I was busting out these things. And then guess what fucking happened? Guess what happened? I had my boy TK did 15. And then this other guy did 15. Then this other guy did 15. Then this other guy did 5. And we just had a little fucking rotation. You go, I go, you go, I go, you go, I go. Because I'm like, fucking, I'll start this shit. I'll fucking do push-ups. I've never done push-ups on a boat. I'll still do push-ups on a boat. Four times a week, I eat a lot, but cannot gain weight. I don't even have motivation to go to the gym. Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, bro, Pixels, you're just not eating enough, bro. That's it. You're not eating enough, bro. I used to be super skinny. Links. Yeah, links. All right. I love y'all. I have to head out. Ciao. Los quiero mucho. Un abrazo muy grande. YouTube. Link is in the bio. Yeah.